All right. Hi everyone. I'll introduce myself again. My name is Tricia Khohliwe. I'm from Botswana. I'm a Mozillian tech speaker and enthusiastic about technology. So I'll just go and start my presentation on WebVR and Aframe. All right. So, firstly, I would like to explain what visual reality is. Visual reality is a computer-generated technology or a simulation of a 3D environment or an image which you could possibly interact with, kind of like in a seemingly real or physical manner. So, as you can see behind me, that's somebody kind of like shooting something, but it's not real. So, sorry. So, back. So, what is WebVR? WebVR is more of like experiencing visual reality, but with the advantages of the web. Having to experience web visual reality on the web browser. So, I would like to explain how WebVR is the advantages of having WebVR. So WebVR is open. It's mostly you could program using HTML, and it's connected. You can browse from one hyperlink to another, and it's also instant. You can share. It's not like some kind of like complex technology like visual reality where you have to kind of like go through some complex approvals or whatsoever to kind of share your technology with the community. So I'll go right out to explain the browsers that we firstly used as Mozilla when we were carrying out this project of WebVR. So one of the first browsers to be used to deploy WebVR was the Firefox 90. It was in 2015, and it came about to also be able to use other browsers like Chrome, Chromium, and the Microsoft Edge, and all the other browsers. It's pretty much open, so we are kind of like it's an open source product that has enabled everyone to be able to access this technology. So there are different kinds of there's friction within the ecosystem of visual reality. So you may find out that when you are creating applications for iOS or other platforms when you want your application to be seen or to be approved or to be accepted within a store, you will have to go through some criteria. So this ecosystem, these are kind of the gatekeepers which kind of like have deprived a lot of developers from developing VR applications. And then one other problem that we encounter is that when people wanted to create VR applications, is that they have to install a lot of the software technology. Like they have to install a bulky software to implement or develop those kind of applications, and then it is closed. The VR ecosystem is closed because you have to learn the complex coding system of how things work. So it's quite bulky and it's not user friendly for somebody who wants to begin and learn VR. So I would like to share with you one of the gadgets, some of the gadgets that are mostly used within the visual reality ecosystem. So firstly, we see the Google Cardboard. It costs around $15, if I'm not mistaken. And then that's the Oculus Rift gadgets. And we have the Samsung one, We have the Daydream, Nintendo, and the HTC Hive, which is one of the best gadgets to kind of like experiment and see how visual reality um, operates at a 360 um, angle. So visual reality is a very great technology to use, but I wouldn't advise you to live in it. You could end up having some issues. So, although this platform of WebVR was introduced, it was still quite hard for people to learn because it was quite complex and quite hard to learn. So, because I'll explain why we have that. So when learning WebVR, it was hard because you have to import a lot of attributes. Like you have to import WebVR polyfill, you have to have your camera, you have to have lights, you have to import a lot of things, which was quite hard for the community or to kind of like engage people who want to learn. So the Mozilla community, they introduced Aframe. So this is a technology which encapsulates a boilerplate plate, kind of like making it web VR to be able to be experienced in a very simple manner, where you can easily write a plain HTML code and drawing traction to learners to be able to learn WebVR. So for you to experience the 3D scenes and be introduced to the visual reality platform, A-Frame allows you to only have that script. So with that script, you are easy to go and start having your components and start building your um, hello world in the 3D. So we have the 18 tag. The 18 tag is mostly used for having your objects there. You can build whatever objects you want to view in 3D. So I'll go on and show you some of the objects that will be deployed here. So I'll have a box, which is an object, and then I'll have I'll give my box some components, which is the color, position, and try and give rotation to it. And then I'll add a cylinder and the sphere just to give it and give it the same attributes as the other ones. And then I have a plane. This is a visual standing for my objects within the VR implementation of my. And then we have a sky, which was my surrounding for the VR environment that I'm creating. So the outcome of this will look like this. This is the hello world for my virtual reality application. So bear with me because we don't have great internet connection. But then if you were to copy this code, you'd be able to kind of like copy this code and then you go through your browser. You are able to view it in a 3D kind of environment. It would be easier for you. All right. So let me explain here. So my object is an entity and it has to have components, which is color, or it could be sound, or it could be position. So, for example, as we had like the sphere there and the cylinder, those were objects. So I gave them color. So if I wanted them to have like some motion or some kind of movement to them, those are components that I can add to my objects and properties that I could add to my components to experience the WebVR. So we have registry within the Mozilla community, this is a platform where you join in with the Mozilla community. You can talk about, you can have your application developed, and then you deploy it into this registry. You can have other fellow Mozillians or anyone within the community try and add up to that application and enhance it and make it a better application. We also have an inspector when you create your VR application. This is whereby you could possibly kind of like view the object that you have just created and kind of like see how you can position it better in a more appropriate manner. So these are just some of the tools that you could use when you are creating your virtual reality app. So I'd like to explain some of the technologies that have helped, that are very advantageous beneficial to the community and could help so many people to experience things in a better way in the world. So, well, Aframe, we have like this medical education. So this could help a lot of doctors out there to kind of like experiment on how they could do a heart surgery. So Aframe has the ability to kind of like give you the experimental process without going to the extent of doing it on the actual person. So this would be the future for a lot of us, a lot of developers in the future. And then some of the other apps that have been done is the A Painter. So this is an application whereby you can draw. You can have a drawing and have a visual standing. You make your drawing anyhow you want, and you can have a 360 degree of your application as you want to draw it. And then one other application is the mathematics. We can easily have data visualization. We can easily analyze data and have WebVR as one of those applications that can help us analyze data using this mathematics. And then A Blast, this is fun. It's for everyone who wants to just relax and have fun. So we can easily create a game with Aframe and play these shooting games. And yeah, so that was a short presentation. Thank you, everyone.